Hello everyone, Atram and John here, and we are doing a pre-release for M15.
Yeah,
We took the white one, and as I was just mentioning to John, white one has a chance of getting this little bugger.
yeah.
So
So
we win.
best card in the set, right?
Yeah,
Can we sort by rarity before we do anything else here?
I'm gonna leave that guy down there.
Yeah, sure. We're obviously gonna play white, but
Right. So sort by rarity.
it's a little
We
hard for me to.
also have a Jace.
It's a little hard for me to see. Can this be bigger at all?
Uh,
There we go.
okay. Also that.
Spirit Bonds is absurd too.
Yes, in the right deck, Spirit Bonds is insane. So Spirit Bonds, Sliver Hive is kind of funny, but I don't think we'll use it. Jace might be playable in limited.
Yeah, sure. In limited, he is. Let's see. So we're definitely playing these guys. What is the Jalira thing?
She's a polymorph for non-legendary blues on the stick.
Oh, okay. Not too great.
She's alright, but she's not great. So let's start by having our white and our blue then, just because Jace is a good reason to
Yeah.
potentially consider blue.
For red, I saw Cone of Flame too, which has to be the best uncommon in the set.
Alright, so let me get that box out of the way. Alright, so what have we got going on here in white and blue? White has double raise the alarm.
It's pretty good. Swift Claws are very good.
Raise the Alarm is probably one of my favorite commons. Also, Sungrace Pegasus, that thing can be insane.
Yeah.
Even though it's just a 1-2 with lifelink flying, it still just can be nuts.
The Welkin Turn is very good. The Swift Claws are very good.
We got a pair of slivers, which is kind of funny, because this sliver on its own, I'm willing to play just because it's
Yeah.
a removal.
This
But
guy's
with-
good.
But with this one, too, this one can become a removal and makes it harder to target that one.
This one's not great.
It's potentially playable, though. It's worth considering. Let's start by just grabbing all the good white cards, though, for starters. So,
Right. So we have Swift Claws.
Selfless Cathar, Swift Claws.
Not sure how playable this guy is in this format.
With like things like Raise the Alarm, he's perfectly fine. I mean, he just makes all your team bigger.
See what else we have here.
Devouring Light. I didn't get a single one of those in my pre-releases
Yeah.
or in my packs that I got from my pre-releases.
So
It's
the
kinda-
Sliver too.
Yeah, the Sliver. It's first response to. If you lost life, you get a soldier.
Yeah. It's like interesting, but I'm not actually sure it's very good.
Sanctified Charge is interesting too. Okay,
What is the Missionaries?
it's bad. It's a 2/3 that gains you 3 life when it enters the field.
Okay.
It's
So-
like crappy Taros Faithful.
Yeah. Let's take a look at our red and green.
Okay, so let's look at our other stuff. Blue's definitely a comeback to color.
Yeah. Frostlinks, Coral Barrier,
Well, let's see.
Jace.
I hit black first, so let's see what black gets us.
So triple
Crippling Blight, and an Ulcerate, and a Cruel Sadist. Oops.
and triple Black Cat.
Purple Black Cat. Yeah,
Black is not-
it's interesting, but it's not enough, I think. Generator Servant's pretty good. Stoke the Flames is fine.
Cone of Flame is insane. Other than that, not
Flame, Triple Thundering Giant. If I want to play that, I'll just play Modern Masters. Thank you very much.
right. So red's not too great.
Our green gets us Verdant Haven, which is nice. Some Rune Claw Bears, a Sunblade Elf, which actually goes perfectly with us.
Elvish Mystic.
Elvish Mystic as well.
The Mana Sink guy.
I don't like him.
He's playable.
He's too slow. Plus,
I think-
we got Soul of Theros as our mana sink. For frick's sake.
Reclamation Sage too. Hunt the Weak is also very good.
Webcaster or Netcaster Spider's pretty good. Let's see what this would look like. So we grab that. You probably grab that just because it cycles.
Yeah. Grizzly Bears.
Verdant Haven's fine.
I don't think we need Haven.
Haven's actually pretty decent in this format just because of how slow it is. This could be interesting. You can like replay your creatures for Spirit
Yeah.
Bond triggers.
This guy's definitely playable.
Living Totem's probably fine too. Or actually, we'd probably take Hunt the Weak at this point.
I'd rather
This
have.
could be a deck here.
What is this guy when he enters? You put a-
When he enters, he puts a +1/+1 counter on a guy.
Oh, this guy's definitely. Yeah, put him in there. We don't want Verdant Haven though, right?
Well, it ramps us from 3 to 5, which we don't have a 5-drop, but yes. But it also makes you able to play like Soul of Theros on turn 4. Or turn
He's
5.
gonna be insane at any point.
Right. Okay. Let's take a brief look at the colors.
Yeah. Here we have Juggernaut.
Juggernaut, double Willforged Golem.
Yeah,
One on
these guys
top.
are definitely playable.
Okay, so let's see here. No matter what, we want to play the Soul of Theros. We also want to play the Resolute Archangel. Those things are just so bomby in this format. It's
Yeah.
insane. Um, Now, the interesting thing is, maybe we go with like a green base, splash white for just some top end stuff, and Devouring Light, and then figure out some other things.
You're always
So,
on the splashes.
with this format, I was playing 3-color with all my successful decks.
It just doesn't
It
seem.
was this format has such horrible removal. Splashing for removal and stuff is perfectly legitimate.
We don't even have removal though. We
I know
have.
that's the point. We have Devouring Light as our removal.
Take a look at our blue again.
Yeah,
I think we want
we
to.
didn't really think through the blue.
We want to play Juggernaut basically, whatever. Also, so cards insane.
Juggernaut comes in. Um, things by convert mana cost.
Like these guys are very good.
Yes, I agree. Those are pretty good. So if we bring in those, Chrono Stutter's a weird removal. It's
If we
not. It's kind of like crappy removal.
The Tinkered is which one again?
Tinker isn't the greatest. He's a 2/3 for 3 that gains flying if you have an artifact.
He's fine. He's just a 2/3.
Right. We have better cards at 3-drop slot though. I feel. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. If we took out, well, no, we don't want. Our white's pretty dang good though.
I think white blue is the way to go.
You think white blue? So let's say we cut the green out.
It's close, but flying,
Cut
you know.
the green. We get that.
Yeah.
We'll pick up that just because it's another sliver.
I really don't want to play that guy.
Well, just for now. Just for now. I can take him out in a moment.
Yeah,
Frostlinks is good. Coral Barrier is pretty decent,
Yeah.
actually. We'll come back to him. Voicemail is playable. Don't know about the Chrono Stutters. Statue of Denial is just a bad thing in general. I mean, it's a counter spell.
Yeah.
She might be playable. Because, like, the fact that you can, like, turn a Raise the Alarm token into potentially, like, a Soul of Theros Resolute Archangel or something.
I would play this guy over. It's a 2/2 for 4.
It is. She was always a hit or miss for me. I mean, she's playable, but she's also
Yeah.
not the greatest.
I think
This
it's
one's
mostly.
actually reasonable, if I recall.
Which one is that?
He's a 3/2 for 4 that gives creatures unblockable.
Yeah, this guy's great. And then we can throw in like a golem,
A Willforged Golem.
take out the stupid sliver, and put in another golem because we have all the token makers.
Sure. Or would you rather have a Chrono Stutter? Put a creature 2 on top, or second from top.
Nah.
Okay. The only reason why I was going for the slivers, because if you play this and then you play this, it's just a 2-drop Oblivion Ring at that
Yeah,
point. But,
if you do that, and
Right,
if you only have 2 slivers.
okay, so I saw someone. Who was I watching? I was watching like BDM or something like that. I think you can separate out your spells from all the rest of your stuff by like dragging them down here. There you go.
Sure.
Helps for the purposes of seeing creatures versus non-creatures.
One thing beta doesn't have is the stupid make your cards bigger, right?
Yeah, there's. Well, I can do this.
Well, it would be nice to have something on the side here which immediately says what it does, you know?
Right. I mean, I can do this for starters, so that's something. So 17 creatures, 6 other stuff. 1, 2, 4, 5. There's
It's basically all creatures.
one other one up here that's not a creature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Jace.
Yeah.
I'm like, something up there is not a creature. Yeah, I can see this being a workable deck.
So, is this better than the white-green?
Maybe. Let's take a look at the green real quickly again. I mean, we have 9 minutes, so it's worth taking a look at the green. That's such a
So-
hive. You sit over somewhere else. I'll use you later in the standard deck.
Yeah.
So the green gets us Sunblade Elf, gets us Ram.
Which one is?
This
What is that? What is that?
Creature gets +1/+1, and it can bounce itself.
Oh, pretty bad.
Sunblade Elf's pretty cool. Gives all your guys power and tough, or +1/+1 for 4. He's a
Yeah.
1-drop 2/2, basically in our deck.
I like the blue better. It's got all the
We probably
evasion.
still play Evolving Wild just because it helps fetch and thin
Yeah.
out the deck. I suppose if we come up against a situation where we need it, we can always splash for things as a board maneuver to get stuff.
Yeah.
I do like having more removal.
It's only. It's only one more removal though.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm thinking. What does red removal suite look like?
All we have is Cone of Flame.
Cone of Flames, Stoke the Flames.
Yeah. Which are the two best in the set. Cone of Flame is beyond bonkers.
Right. I guess if we have someone who's playing Walls from All Hell, you can say, I'll play that completely unplayable card.
Yes.
Black, we don't even have... We have some moderate black.
Also
removal.
right.
I'm just
This
thinking with
guy's-
Evolving Wilds, we could almost splash for like an Ulcerate or something, but it's not the greatest option.
Yeah.
But it might be a worthwhile thing to consider. I mean, with the fact that we do have an Evolving Wilds, it does help a lot.
Helps a little.
What are the white cards we're missing on? A Soul Mender, a Divine Favor, a Solemn Offering. So we actually have an answer to artifacts and enchantments on
Yeah.
the board. Is First Response playable?
It's either bonkers or not playable at all. It's one of those cards. Tending more on the not playable side.
What about Sanctified Charge? Giving your guys +2/+1 and white creatures gain first strike?
It costs so much mana.
It does, but everything in this format costs mana.
It's like infinity mana.
This costs infinity mana. This costs infinity mana. This costs infinity mana. This costs infinity minus can go.
Right.
Trust me, this format is really slow. Really slow. It's insanely it's definitely possible that every game we could survive plenty long enough to drop the Resolute Archangel. I would be immensely surprised if someone had a fast deck.
What do we play over? What do we take out?
Something like maybe the Coral Barrier, because it's a defender, but it is a 1/3 that produces a 1/1 Island Walker.
I think the barrier is pretty good. Well, it's not. I wouldn't say it's pretty good. It's like okay.
Right. Maybe you take out like Void Snare's pseudo removal.
I think we're gonna need that.
Potentially the Selfless Cathar, but he's good for. He basically serves the same purpose, and he's a creature in the 1-drop.
Yeah.
So it's probably fine. Probably just add lands.
Yeah. We'll see how bad Jace is.
I mean, he's just sort of like Scry. Sorta. He's Scry.
Right. Of course, you can't ever beat his ultimate.
Right. If we get to the ultimate, our opponent just goes. All right. Well, we'll see you all in round 1. Should be interesting.